Hi, welcome to another video on my TXT discovery robot. Last time I fixed the secure key, so the password is not needed to fill in anymore during communication with sending pictures, etc. Other than that, it didn't work quite well. So what I want to test now, to begin with, are sound, the motors individually, and the lamp, and eventually also sonar. So I start RoboPro. And one of the things is, usually when you want to test it, you can see that it doesn't connect. However, I have it on wireless, and it is the TXT controller, so I say here OK. Then it says default, default, default. However, I have used another IP address. So I am going to test if this one actually will work. And yes, it does work. So now it's time to say, okay, what does work anyway? Let's see for the lamp. The lamp is connected to motor 3. So this is M3. Let me select output 5. No response there. And now it shows that the lamp actually does work. It's electrically connected very fine. Then can I use the sonar? The sonar is connected to I8, so I do select ultrasonic, and here as well. And what value do I get? Okay, that's not promising. Why doesn't that work? Maybe because I'm using the community kernel. On the other hand, motor does work. So let me run these motors. Immediate reaction, and you can see that here as well. So I try the other motor. Very fine. So you can see that those work. Then why doesn't it work on ultrasonic? That is a very good question. And I can't answer that right now. What does info say? Nothing. Alright. So the lamp works. I don't have sound to test, unfortunately. Well, I do have sound, but I can't test it in here. And that's a very different thing. I will reset this. So the motors work, the lamp works, sonar not as much. So I say so much for this RoboPro, and I will have to test it like this. So let me run the program, see what it does, if it does anything anyway, holding my hand for the sonar. And that is not much at all. It does copy the images, but that is not what I want. So I'm starting over. Now there's an abortion of and I have to use process ID 1124. So kill 1124. Alright, thank you. Does it do anything now? And there's another point. Okay. Once again, it doesn't do a thing. So what I do next is that I'm going to change the program because I want to see more. I want to see distances, etc. Far more often than this says in some way. So the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, into the code. Then what you can see here is that it says action 0, etc, etc, and it keeps doing that. And where does it say that? Camera action start. Then dates appended. Alright. So where do I say print print distance here, for instance. So I say I copy one line and where do I set it? Because action right is always done, and I will say it just before camera end of action after camera end. After camera end. So, and this is camera action start. So that I will see some results here as well. So let's save this one and do some new action, and let's see what happens now. Does it do anything anyway? Yes. Aborted. New chance. Come on, do something please. Zero. It says 0 and it says 0 again and 0 again and 0. Here is something very odd. It doesn't measure anything. So what I want to try now is if it's working on the regular kernel, because I'm now running on the community kernel, and with all this I can't verify anything. So I have to stop this, sign out here, sign out here, restart it with the other kernel, and then see what happens. So this is a new instance, but I want to be sure I don't have a hardware failure. Alright, so I'm out of this and I will restart the controller. So now I have restarted into the standard kernel, which also means that I have to use the external Wi-Fi card, and that I have to use this one. And yes, that is another problem, because I need to set another fingerprint. So this may be a problem, but I will see how this is going to work out. Also, I am going to start RoboPro again. I have to change into here. How will this work out? First, works immediately, no problem. M3, I put it to M5. The lamp burns, no problem. Then ultrasonic, and that doesn't do a thing. So now I really do need to check on the wiring. Yes, and that is when tooth tests fail, please check the wiring. And I find that a wire has gone loose. And let me quickly fix it. Alright, wire is fixed. Does that work? Well, other than that, the mark keeps staying. It doesn't do much. Not much at all. So I'm quite curious why this is. Then abandoning this test, I am going to change into here as well. And no, discovery is it? And of course I have to change the distance line here as well, because this is on another recorder or print. This is actually not on an on the SD card where the community kernel is, but this is on the controller itself. Is no problem in the so, and then yes, Alright. So now let's see what happens. See, and here, I ruined the complete thing. So I have to check everything now. Here you can see that the distance is done, counter is done, sonar is completely detected, etc. I just have to frequently put the password because the security has ended. So but as you can see, the sound, you hear that the sound is not doing anything. So I stop this for now, and then I can say and then that simple demo again. No sound. No sound at all. Yeah, I ruined security here, but I don't care for now. But you can see that a lot of things are working, and although it even says lamp on, lamp is not on. And I just checked that it does work on the other kernel. And it does work via RoboPro. So I'm ending this one. This is very yeah, how shall I call it? I don't like this going anywhere. Okay, let me go back to the community kernel again. See what I can find there. So I am back to the community kernel. And let's run the code again. I said let's run the code again. Holding my hand for the sonar, before the sonar, in front of whatever. And it says 0. The wheels start running. And the okay, wow. That's a lot better result. And I didn't even change anything. Go figure. What I have to do now is, of course, to limit the number of sounds being played, and then I'm going to go here saying let's do that right here. For sound done in and done. So this should work. Should. Question is, will it? There's something else. I have to use a break routine in here. As I've seen in the on my other robot, Mirft2, I've used the same trick, and there I had to use break. So this should do. However, this is going to help, so I need to exit here. Kill this time 1163. Do again. Yes, thank you. It measures a distance. Okay, that is not a solution. Oh, however, there are more sound plays, so I have to do this several times. Ouch. Let's see if that plays once. The question is, of course, where does it play the sound anyway? Two smaller than 5. It is in 2 smaller than 5. So I need... Where is 2 smaller than 5? Here is 2 smaller than 5. And yes, I didn't put it in there. Smaller and equal to 5. So for sound done in 0 to 4, and then of course a break here. Let's see what happens. An indent. Yes, I have to indent one more break. One more. Aborted. Okay, one more. So finalizing this episode, running it with the correct indentation this time. Distance is measured easily. No sound this time. No error on programming, but no sound either. This is not really what I expected. But then again, and this is 5 to 10. So let's see. Yes, 5 smaller than 10, which is exactly, of course, here. So no, not here. Here. Let's put it here as well. Hastily typing is not so okay. In 0 to 4, and then 4 indents, end it with a break. And mind the indentation. Do it again. Just moving my hand in front of the sonar. Well, it did sound, and as you hopefully could hear, let's see, distance is measured. So for now, whatever happens with the RoboPro, I have no idea. The only thing I haven't seen yet is the lamp through the my own code, but for now I'll let it be. So thank you for watching, and certainly to be continued.